What's up, my brothers? It is February 4th, 2021. Back to the Cowboys today. Now, brothers, when I make this video, I have been extremely hard on Dak Prescott to the point where people think I actually hate Dak Prescott. I do not hate Dak Prescott. I hate his contract demands or his agent's contract demands. That's what I hate. I do not hate Dak Prescott. I was once Dak Prescott's biggest fan. In the back of my mind, I still root for the guy. But when it comes to the salary cap and quarterbacks in this league, they take up way too much cap space. And most of them do not win the big one. Two quarterbacks from Dak Prescott's draft class, Carson Wentz and Jared Goff, did not live up to the big deal. What makes you think Dak would be any different if we give him an exorbitant contract? That's all I've been saying. I do not hate Dak Prescott. I just hate the contract numbers. That's what I hate. Now, with that being said, I do believe Dak Prescott is the best quarterback from his draft class. He is better than Jared Goff. He is better than Carson Wentz. That's no longer a debate. You can call me a Dak Prescott hater all you want, but I will still give him his props. He's the best quarterback from his draft class. And I also believe he is a top 10 quarterback in the league. There's only a handful of quarterbacks who I would take over Dak Prescott. Of course, I would take Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Russell Wilson. I will take Deshaun Watson. I would take, of course, the GOAT, Tom Brady. I would take Tom Brady. And to be quite honest, that's about it. That's about it. I think I named, 5, 6 quarterbacks or 7 quarterbacks? Those are the only quarterbacks that I would take over Dak Prescott. I would not take Lamar Jackson over Dak Prescott. No way. Lamar Jackson, in my opinion, is a bit overrated. That's just my thing. I think he's a fantastic player. But I do think his throwing ability, he can throw. I'm not saying he's a running back. He can throw. I just think his throwing ability is overrated. And he has to work on that in order for the Baltimore Ravens to win a championship. That's all I'm saying. I would not take Matthew Stafford over Dak Prescott. In my opinion, I believe Matthew Stafford and Dak Prescott are on the same level. But when it comes to that edge and youth, I would give it to Dak Prescott. So when it comes to being on the same level, I think Matthew Stafford and Dak Prescott are on the same level. But when it comes to youth and just that little edge, I would take Dak over Matthew Stafford. So the thing is, brothers, I've always been real when it comes to Dak Prescott. I do believe he's a top 10 quarterback. I do believe he's a good quarterback. I just hated the numbers. The thing is, brothers, I've seen too many quarterbacks get overpaid and they just take up so many resources that could go to the defense or the offensive line or the receiving core. It's just so many things that, when you pay Matt Ryan, Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, even Russell Wilson, when you pay players like that, even Russell Wilson hasn't been back to the Super Bowl since they gave him that exorbitant amount of money. He hasn't even went to the NFC Championship game since they gave him all that money. And this is Russell Wilson. So, brothers, that's all I've been arguing about. And it looks like someone else is arguing the same thing. If you've been a fan of the NFL for quite some time, you know who Carson Palmer is. Former Cincinnati Bengal, former Oakland Raider, former Arizona Cardinal quarterback. Is he a Hall of Famer? No, but he's been pretty damn good in his career. He's had some high moments, and he's no scrub. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer, but he's no scrub. This is what Carson Palmer had to say. And brothers, sorry if I seem a little sweaty, or if I have a little bit of labored breathing, it's because I just got back from the gym. Man, I killed it in that motherfucker. But here's Carson Palmer. I love Dak's game. I think he's great. I think he shouldn't shoot for the moon on his next contract. Being the Dallas Cowboys quarterback, there's a lot that comes with that financially. So you don't have to be the top paid quarterback in the league. You can make as much as the top paid quarterback in the league when you're the Dallas Cowboys quarterback if you do take less. Because if you win in Dallas, look at today's television networks. You got Troy Aikman, you got Jason Witten, and you got Tony Romo all on nationally televised games. Partially because of their playing careers, but a majority of that is because they played for the Dallas Cowboys. They are a household name. You've seen Dak on tons of commercials and endorsements. You can make that same top-tier money if you're Dak and you take a little bit less. And you keep all the players around you within the salary cap structure. Bingo! Brothers, this is all I've been saying. You motherfuckers think I hate Dak Prescott and shit. I always just hated the contract. I hated his demands. Brothers, I understand when you say, like, you got to pay the man this, but if you're a fan, if you're a player or a former player, you want to make as much money as you possibly can get. And I understand that. If you know, Dak Prescott wanting all this money, he should shoot for that. But if you're a fan like us, or if you work in management like Stephen Jones, Jerry Jones, Will McClay, all of them, you want Dak to tailor his demands, because if you had the money, of course you would pay him. But at the same time, everybody knows, fans know, and the front office knows that if you give Dak all of this money, 9 times out of 10, he will not be able to overcome the shortcomings that is going to come on the defensive side of the ball and the offensive side of the ball when he takes up the majority of the cap, well, a large portion of the cap, and you can't bring in free agents. You can't bring in other talent. You can't upgrade because you're in salary cap hell. Brothers, this is all I've been saying. I hope you understand. I hope I broke it down enough for you. Hopefully you get where I'm coming from. I'm just being real. Now, brothers, will I shed a tear if Dak Prescott ends up leaving us? No. Because if he doesn't come down on his contract demands, we either trade him for like a Deshaun Watson or something like that, which wouldn't happen, but like you would trade him for someone like that, or you just let him walk. You let him walk and you draft a quarterback at the number 10 spot, or you trade up to like 1 or 2 spots to get a better quarterback. That's all I'm saying. I would not shed a tear if he leaves. But if he does decide to take less money so we can keep players around him, I'm all for that. I honestly am. It's all about the numbers. I'm not a numbers guy, but when it comes to business, it's all about the numbers, brothers. Take your feelings out of it. Take your feelings out of it. This is what's best for the team. I hope I broke it down well enough for you guys. Hopefully I got my point across. I'm going to catch you guys later. Peace.